Welcome back to BJP Lifestyle, guys. I hope you guys are having a great day. If you're new here, make sure you click the subscribe button down below right now to be notified when new videos go live. New videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 3 p.m. here on the channel. If you guys can get me to 10,000 subs by the end of June, then I'm going to get the Jeep logo tattooed on me. But this is just going to be a quick video for you guys today. I've been really busy, so I haven't really been able to do any big videos for you guys. But this video is something I really wanted to talk about because people have asked me a lot of questions about the vinyl and how it's holding up and stuff like that. So I kind of have a lot of thoughts and opinions on this because some of it is good and some of it is bad. So I want to share my experience with it and show you guys what to do and what not to do compared to what I've done, basically. So if you guys remember this video here or this video here, then you guys will remember that I installed all the vinyl on the interior of my Jeep by myself. Now, I replaced the side trim panels with the carbon fiber, which is holding up really well, and it was fairly easy to do. The doors I didn't take off, so they're a little bit choppy in places, but anywhere that I took it off, like around the dash and stuff, is really, really good still. And that went on really nice, and you know, it's a fairly simple spot to wrap, where some of the other spots like the door handles and stuff are pretty bad. So I'll show you guys all of it in a few minutes and kind of go over it and explain my thought process on it and what I'm going to do about it, I guess, and just kind of overall stuff like that. Basically what's happening is I vinyl wrapped it all myself, and I always recommend that you guys go and get your stuff vinyl wrapped. After I did it myself, it was a super pain. I had a lot of trouble doing it, and not only did I have a lot of trouble doing it, it just overall it wasn't too fun of a job to do, and it didn't come out how I wanted it to because I don't know what I'm doing. I'm new. That's all I can say is I'm new to vinyl wrapping, but overall I love the look of how it changed the interior and kind of made it a lot more sleek in here. But like I said, the problem is, you know, I'm a little bit iffy with it. Now, certain places like down here in the center console, where I didn't even take it off of I didn't take the center console piece out and wrap it. I did it right here on the actual Jeep itself. I just kept it on over the shifter and everything, one big piece, and it went on super nice, and I did a really good job on that. But some of the other places, like around the bezel here, is just not too good. And one of the issues that you're gonna run into, even with the tinted windows, is you're still gonna get a lot of sunlight into here, and there's gonna be changes in like the heat from the sun and just the heat outside, and as well as it gets cold. You know, if you're in a place like I am where it gets hot and it gets cold, then what's going to happen is the vinyl is going to shrink and expand and do all kinds of funky stuff like that. So you're going to get even more issues with it over time, which is kind of what I'm running into now, which I just wanted to update you guys on because, like I said, now I'm running into more issues where it's kind of like shrinking in spots and expanding and stuff. So it kind of looks a little bit weird. If you're just like getting in and driving or whatever, you're not really noticing it that much. But it's still something that kind of bothers me a little bit, and I usually end up pointing it out to people. But there's a lot of spots where it's not doing too well. And if I was going to keep this car for a long time, I would definitely just go get it done professionally. When I get the SRT, 100% is getting professionally wrapped with the same stuff because I love how the black vinyl looks, the matte black on here. It completely like stops the look of the shininess and just awful look of that like silver metally look that they have on there. It's not good. I don't know who designed it, but shame on you because it's awful. Alright, so the main spot that I said I had issues with is around here. Now, I'm gonna wait and go to that last because it's pretty bad, and I'm gonna wait. So over here is where we're having a little bit of issues as well. Let me zoom in here. Hopefully you guys can see. Actually, open the door. Hopefully you guys can see up in there. It's kind of like flopping right there, and as you guys remember, I cut it awfully in the video. If you haven't seen that video, you guys can check it out and see how I installed it and everything, but all in here, it's kind of like starting to recede a little bit. This was not as bad as it is now, but you can see it's kind of starting to like recede a little bit, like a 23-year-old man's hairline or something. I mean, not me, but you know, someone maybe. So yeah, that's kind of happening. And then if you open this up, you can kind of see down in there, it's a little funky. But like I said, the carbon fiber all around is super smooth still, no issues, no peeling, nothing like that, because I did a pretty good job on that, especially on like these areas. Like I said, on the dash where I actually removed it. The only issues are like in here, which, as you guys remember, that was just me when I installed it. Now these are good, and I don't know why, but I haven't had any issues with these at all. They're nice and tight around here, and there's no like peeling or anything. They look smooth and they look good. But like I said, from a distance, when you're just sitting here, you don't really notice any of the imperfections. It's kind of one of those things, like unless you know about it, then you know, but otherwise it just looks good. And then same on this side. all down here, the carbon is all good. And this handle's actually a lot better than the driver's side. But yeah, you can see the handle there is pretty much better than the other side, but still it doesn't really have too many issues. And then over here, there's really no issues on this one as well. The vent looks good. And then again, the carbon just, it looks so smooth. I love how it looks. It really is just so smooth. You guys can see it on video. It really did just come out so nice on these pieces, how smooth it looks and stuff. And I personally think I like it better than the actual SRT one, because the SRT one is like glossy, like real carbon obviously, but it has like a glossy finish to it, and I feel like I like the look of this a lot better because it's like sleek and smooth, and it looks really good. Now down here is what I was talking about with the center console. Now I didn't take this out or anything, I just kept it completely in here when I did it, and you guys can see that it is so smooth and pretty much no imperfections, which is kind of crazy because like I said, I didn't take it out. I just used one sheet, and trying to get it over this was a pain and whatever, and I just kind of pressed it in and cut it out and everything, and you guys can see there's no real issues with it. Maybe over here there's like a little tiny piece which could just get pressed in. But other than that, it's pretty much perfect all the way around still, which is really good because like I said, this was a pain to do, but it was kind of worth it to just keep it on because you guys can see it looks so good. Now this is where the issues start, and that's on this, which when I installed it, I had this issue from the jump, so this isn't like anything new, but it has receded a little bit more from the heat and the cold and stuff. So you guys can see there that there's a lot of silver showing. Like I said, again, when you're sitting here, you don't really notice it. I mean, maybe a little bit, but it's not too bad. And then down here, this is where it's just me being awful at installing vinyl. And then over here, kind of the same thing as the other side. It's just kind of receding a little bit, and then it's kind of bubbly, but that was there always. Now this is the bad spot, and this is the spot that I don't even know. I don't even want to say I did this myself because this is just, it's embarrassing. So over here, it's starting to peel up, and you guys can see that there's like wrinkles there now. This was fairly smooth over in this spot, but you can see that it's got some silver there where it's like peeling back a little bit, and then going up, some more bubbles here, which again, were not here, but they're kind of just starting from the heat and stuff like that. So you got some up there, up and in the back. You can definitely see these ones for sure. If I zoom in on it maybe. Yeah, you can definitely see those on the video, which is good for you guys to see. So you can see that there's kind of like bubbles here. These weren't here before. Same thing with up here. These ones might have been actually a little bit, but not this bad. And then over here is where the real issues were, and this was from the start, it was like this, but now it's just kind of gotten even worse, and you can see that there's like different bubbles and wrinkles, and it's just, it does not look good at all over here. I mean, like I said, it's one of those things, like, unless you point it out, like, no one really notices it because they're just kind of like in the car doing what they're doing. Same thing down here, there's some bubbles. It's a mess basically. So basically what I'm saying is get it wrapped professionally, because otherwise you'll probably end up with a situation like this where, like I said, if you're just looking at this, it looks good and you know, you don't really notice it too bad. If you're like me and you're very picky, you're gonna notice it and be like, yikes, I wish it wasn't like that. But like I said, for the most part, it's really not too bad, and you guys can see down here, this part's good, and like I wish it all looked as good as this down here because this looks super clean, and the carbon, and I think it's really just a combination of an amateur wrap person doing the wrap, just completely having no idea what I'm doing basically, and just kind of jumping into it and hoping for the best, as well as, you know, just not being the best at it in the first place. But you know, like I said, I always full send things on the channel, and I'm just going to try things here and do stuff to my car that I want to do and create content on it for you guys to enjoy and hopefully learn from. Now maybe you guys will learn that either take it to a professional or just be better at wrapping than me, or some, I don't know, maybe there's a better way to do it and I'm just stupid. But yeah, hopefully you guys see that and kind of maybe make your determination of if you're going to go pay someone professionally to do it, or if you're just going to try to figure it out yourself. Because like I said, well, at first it looked pretty good and it didn't really have any issues. Now they're starting to come out as like the heat and weather is changing on the outside of the car, and it's heating it up and stuff. So yeah, just be aware of that if you guys are going to be vinyl wrapping. I just kind of wanted to update you guys on that because it's kind of annoying me lately and I'm not sure what I want to do about it. So let me know in the comments what you think I should do. Do I get it professionally wrapped? Do I just leave it until I get the SRT? I'm leaning towards just leave it until I get the SRT eventually, whenever that is going to be, because it's not too bad and it doesn't bother me that much. I mean, like, I see it and I'm like cringe a little bit, but let me know what you guys think down below and I'll respond to as many comments as I can. And of course, if you did enjoy this video, you got any information out of it, make sure you smash the like button down below. Help the YouTube algorithm, help this video get out to more people, and of course help the channel grow. If you're not already subscribed, make sure you click on the subscribe button down below right now to be notified when new videos go live. New videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 3 p.m. here on the channel. And of course, if you guys can get me to 10,000 subscribers by the end of June, I will get the Jeep logo tattooed. It's not looking like we're gonna hit it, so thank you to that, I guess. But I don't know, I would do it, so I don't really care either way. So if you guys can push it to that, share it to your Jeep group, share it to people, stuff like that, push the channel out, get me to the 10,000 mark, then I will get the Jeep logo. Of course, check out Shop Lifestyle, get yourself some lifestyle merch. But thanks for watching, guys. Peace.
I feel like I am losing control, 'cause it feels like I'm losing.